Well, today is the feast day of the Archangels, Raphael, Gabriel, and Michael. And they are present throughout the scriptures. The Archangel Raphael helped Tobias in his journey and also defeated a demon. Saint Michael, you heard from today's second reading, the story about how he cast Satan out of heaven. And Gabriel appears both in the Old Testament and in the New Testament, giving very powerful messages, especially the one to Mary. Well, when one thinks about angels, it reminds me back when I was in my first couple of years of seminary. This is probably in the mid-'80s. It gets foggier when you get older, trust me. I'm trying to remember dates. But it was I think it might have been Nancy Reagan, but I could be wrong. But whoever was in the White House, the president's wife usually is in charge of decorating for holidays. And they chose the theme of angels for Christmas. So the Christmas tree was decorated with hundreds of beautiful angelic bulbs and figurines of angels and all kinds of things depicting angels. And this caught the attention of Time magazine that put it on the cover of their magazine. And about that same time, Billy Graham had released a book on the belief in angels. So now it became topical. And this is very rare that the mainstream media talks about our faith in a positive way, but this was one of those rare moments. And they actually were exploring angels and talking about people who have said they were visited by them and talking about stories and going through the scriptures. And it was very interesting. Well, being in seminary, this catches your attention. And then Father Hesper, the president of Notre Dame University in South Bend, made a comment that always stuck with me about angels. And he says, well, you got to remember this. The role of an angel is to give a message. Whether it's the Old Testament, New Testament, they're giving a message. Now, they do engage in combat, but that's basically a message to defeat the demon, whether it's the demon in the case of Tobias, story of Tobit, or Satan himself being cast out by Michael. But it's mostly about messages. And the greater the message, the greater the archangel. The archangels are the ones specifically mentioned in the scriptures. Therefore, they're considered, the more important angels because they give the more important messages. And the priest said, Father Hesper said, to best honor the angels. And first of all, he said, believe in angels. They are very, very real. Our society likes to dismiss this stuff, and we only think about it at Christmas time. They're around the whole year. And we ought to think about them. And you can ask for angels for their assistance in prayer. They are there. And they also said the best way to honor an angel's work is to emulate what they do. They proclaim words of support and good tidings to many people throughout the scriptures. Then we too should be people in our words and our actions to others, be people of good tidings and good news. The angels proclaim God's love to all, and we are challenged in our lives to emulate the angels in proclaiming, the love to others as well. And the best we do that, the more people hear that message, then of course the faith grows and God is truly glorified. Now, if you attend our First Friday devotions, we have the Rosary, and at the end of the Rosary, we do a special prayer to Saint Michael the Archangel, who's up on the screen right there. And or you might do this on your own. It's an optional part of the Rosary, but we do it. So I'm going to conclude my homily today by praying the prayer of Saint Michael for all of you. Saint Michael the Archangel, defend us in battle. Be our defense against the wickedness and snares of the devil. May God rebuke the devil, we humbly pray. And do you, O Prince of the heavenly host, by the power of God, thrust into hell Satan and all the evil spirits who prowl about the world, seeking the ruin of souls. Amen.